よ、私はストライダーゼロですし、これはミスティックパッドキャスト集合である。Hopefully I said that right.
Did you seriously learn how to say the opening in Japanese? Or is a semi-fake Japanese accent?
It's Google Translate knows how to do it, so I know how to do it.
Yes, you know the proper words, but you probably spent the entire week learning how to say it.
More or less 5 minutes.
Of course. But just for those of you people who didn't understand a word he said, that's welcome to podcast episode 5 for the Mystic Podcast. He's Strider, the weird one trying to speak Japanese. There over there is Strider Zero. I'm
Almost.
Don Italy. What? What was that?
Said almost.
Almost. Yeah.
There will be subs. Although I could do.
Seriously, you're gonna subtitle the opening now?
Of course. Why wouldn't I? I could do the annoying thing and do what people do on YouTube and have the title in English and then do German subs.
That'd be funny.
You people know who you are.
And then, but yeah, I'm Donitaly92, so hopefully that's it for your voices to speak, because...
No.
So, alright, so, do you, I guess, would you like to start, you have anything you would like to talk about casually about before we dive in?
Oh yeah, so, today my college had a bomb threat. So,
What?
I'm not, this is not a joke, actually.
Oh.
I was in the middle of class, got about halfway through, and a machine beeps, and my professor is like, alright, let's read this, and then he reads that there's a bomb threat. Everyone had to evacuate, class canceled, and
Damn.
I'm like, fuck. But, and get this, we're only about a month into the semester, and this is the second bomb threat already, where we've had to evacuate. Luckily, I wasn't there for the first one, but it was a pain in the ass going through this one.
What the hell is wrong with these people?
A lot, apparently. But, like, what was stupid was, like, by the time I got to the car, like, it was so jam-packed, like, trying to get out. I'm like, these people sat there for about 20 minutes with their cars running. I'm like, why? I sat in the parking lot for about 20 minutes. I pulled up YouTube on my phone, and I just waited it out. Only 20. I said it's probably just about 20 minutes, and the cops blocked off enough of like the road, like because my my college is right off like a really busy road, and so they blocked off like one lane so that like college students could get on to the road unchallenged, but it took 20 minutes to do that, and so like people just sat there in like the same spot for like 20 minutes. I'm like, nope, just gonna watch YouTube.
Honestly, and even I would have done the same thing, because I would have treated it just like at the end of any sporting event. Is everyone's trying to get out of the parking lot at once? That's not going to work. So the smart thing to do is to sit there in your car while it's not running and do whatever. I mean, if you're by yourself, like you were, go on your phone, play games, YouTube, whatever you got. So don't blame me there. But yeah, I know the world's kind of fucked up.
Have you ever had any bomb threats?
Oh yeah. Of course, when that happened, it was on my high school, so they couldn't just send us home.
Oh wow.
We had to walk like 2 or 3 blocks down the road to a church and sat there until they cleared the building.
Oh wow.
Before coming back. Because in high school, and then the only other time before that was when all the bomb threats that were going on during the infamous 9/11.
Right.
That was when I was in grade school, so that one they sent us home for. Because grade school, especially Catholic grade schools in Philadelphia, it's at least at that point there was enough. You probably live within maybe no more than 5 blocks, maybe 10 blocks at the most.
True.
From the school, so that wasn't a big deal. Whereas high school, you could be from all over the city.
Yeah.
So, and most of us 95% of us took the public transportation home.
Ah,
If so, that would be kind of like impossible because, well, first of all, with a high school being so big, it's kind of like, especially with a locker. In fact, there's lockers. Like they couldn't say, okay, students, go to your lockers, get your stuff, and leave, because those are potential spots that these people who made the bomb threats could have hidden the bomb.
right.
So they can't take that risk. Whereas in most grade schools, you're in the same class all day. Like your stuff, you put your stuff in your classroom. Depending on the school and the grade, you might switch around classrooms, but there's always somebody in the classroom, so nobody's going to get in there.
Mhm.
So there's like, all right, grab your bags. I mean, because if anything, if there was a bomb in there, someone would have noticed it. But most of the time, it's just that. It's a threat, just to, someone's sick joke. And, I mean, yes, I kind of sort of laughed in the middle of that because of what you were saying about the whole
Right.
people in New City. But it's actually not to be taken lightly.
No. And
You
what?
just made light of the situation by making a quick joke about how stupid the people were acting.
Well, yeah. I mean, we were walking outside, and like we saw a cop, and somebody next to me was like, hey, "Officer, is this a drill?" And she said, "No, it's a real threat." And
Oh, no, 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 no. They don't wouldn't do a drill for. They do fire drills. They don't do bomb threat drills,
well, they do
because bomb
lockdown
threats.
drills too.
Well, yeah, but that's more for like if like there's a shootout at someplace nearby, or a criminal, they want you to lock down so that way he can't get into the building and hide out.
Right.
Or like there's the other kind of one, and then if by chance he does get in, you have to be prepared to be try and hide out so that way he can't see you when when they're coming by the classroom windows.
Uh huh.
Because if he comes by the classroom door, and most classroom doors have a window, if they can see you, they'll shoot you. That's the idea behind the lockdown drills. But
Right.
nope, they don't do bomb threat drills. It's
Yeah.
as soon as because it's not just okay. Be like on the other side of the street. Okay, let's walk in an orderly line across the street and wait 10 minutes.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Whereas a fire drill, that's what you do. It's pretty much even though the entire time they tell. So that's the one thing I find funny about fire drill. Like every time we did a fire drill, the thing that I found most entertaining was the fact that they kept telling us, "Oh, make sure you stay calm in an orderly fashion, and don't talk and whatnot." And I'm like, that's a load of bullshit. If there was a fire actually going on, nobody's going in a straight line. No one's walking, and no one's being quiet.
Yeah.
Like that's the only reason why they tell you that is because they want to get through the fire drill as quickly as possible.
Mhm.
Because it's taking time out of the day to do
Right.
something that's required of them. Because schools are required to do fire drills.
Mhm.
At least high schools and grade schools. I don't know what the policy is for fire drills on colleges.
Most of them probably have some sort of requirement to do at least one per, like, say, fall semester.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know how those work. I think we might have had one fire drill when I was in college, but that was
Yeah, that's enough of that, I guess.
Just that, yeah, but I mean, overall, the point is that this is one fucked up world.